I will never forget my first interview. The nerves, the excitement, the anticipation of what's to come, and now armed with experience and insights, it's time to share the secrets of how to stand out in an interview. Join me as we cover 6 of the most commonly asked interview questions and unveil the strategic responses to help you stand out and land that dream role. Before we get into it, I have 3 key tips for you to keep in mind. The first one is to smile and have positive body language. The second one is to match and mirror the language that the interviewer is using, and also some of the key terminology that you've come across in the job description. The last one is to finish strong, and in many ways it is to close the interview, just as a salesperson will close a sales deal. And I will show you what to say. So the first question, tell me about yourself. This will generally open the interview as a warm-up, just to set the tone and break the ice. Remember, when you answer this, talk about skills and attributes that you have relevant to the job. Do not go down the pathway talking about how you love going to Groove in the Moo or any of those hardstyle festivals, as that is not relevant to the job. How I would answer this question is, as you can see from my resume, I studied pharmacy at university. Some of the subjects that I excelled in were oncology, hematology, respiratory, and endocrinology, scoring a high distinction. And I know these are areas very relevant to the company I'm interviewing for. Whilst at university, I was fortunate enough to do a placement with a pharmaceutical marketing firm, and that lit the fire in my belly and burnt a curiosity in me for wanting to join the pharmaceutical industry. Outside of work, I enjoy playing team sport, as I enjoy working in a team environment, striving towards a common goal. I also enjoy learning new languages, as I'm quite curious, and I think I'm quite a fast learner and enjoy new challenges. For this question, I've assumed we are applying for a GP sales role, and you can watch some of my previous videos as to why I think this is the dream role to enter the pharmaceutical industry. To answer this question, I would say, I believe that sales is the backbone to any industry, and in pharma, it is no different. I'm passionate about the medicines that this pharmaceutical company brings to patients in Australia and the difference that it makes. I believe I can make a meaningful contribution by helping Australian doctors understand how best to use these medications for Australian patients. I'm excited about the opportunity to work in a team environment, to build relationships with doctors, and to promote medicines that ultimately have a positive impact on society. I want to work for this company for 3 reasons. Number 1, for its outstanding reputation and commitment to innovation and quality. I follow this company closely on LinkedIn and am very impressed by its progress. Secondly, the pipeline is very exciting, and I would love to be a part of a company that is moving towards improving the future of patient lives. The third reason I want to join is simple. I've read the job description, and I believe my skills and background are perfectly aligned to succeed and hit the ground running in this role. So this question here is definitely a humble brag, but also it's a trick question, as they are looking for a weakness that you are able to work on and quickly rectify. The way I would answer this question is to give 3 strengths that align clearly to skills they are after in the job description, and then 1 weakness that will easily be rectified. The 3 strengths that I have are, firstly, being a fast learner and already having a sound knowledge of the medical space, being a pharmacist. The second strength that I bring to the table is my people skills and willingness to collaborate in a team. Finally, I believe I'm an expert communicator, able to clearly articulate scientific information in a clear and concise manner. I think one of my weaknesses is trying to get too much done. I often struggle to say no, which means I can quickly be overloaded and burnt out. And this is something I'm really trying to work on and improve. So as you can see, the weakness that I've shared, and with some better time management skills, I will hopefully avoid burnout. Now this question here is very interesting. It can double as, why do you want to leave your current job? So I think when you are formulating a response to this and any of the previous questions, always have them in a way that you can easily adapt them with a slight tweak in the question. But let's answer it in its current form. What do I like and dislike about my current role? So what I like about my current role is working in a team of people who are passionate about medicines and making a difference to patient lives. I also enjoy my job because it challenges me to use my skills and knowledge in medicines to help advise patients and doctors to maximize quality use of medicines. I have also enjoyed some of the interactions I've had with your company's representatives, which is why I'm also excited at the opportunity to join. In terms of what I like least about my current job, I would have to say it's the workload. As I mentioned earlier, we can often be understaffed and things can get a little hectic, which can lead to stress and burnout. However, I have been working on my time management skills to more effectively manage my workload. In 5 years from now, I'd love to still be at the company. I'd hope and expect that I have acquired a lot of knowledge and experience and hopefully able to move into a position where I can contribute even more to my team and to the company. I hope to find myself in a position that is constantly challenging me to be better, but also giving me an opportunity to give back to others like me and help develop and mentor their skills. Now that we've answered the 6 questions, this is where many candidates would pat themselves on the back and say, job done. But actually, there is still one more step, and I alluded to this earlier. It's the mic drop. You need to finish strong. You need to close strong. Before we finish, I'd like to summarize by saying I'm an excellent fit for this role for 3 key reasons. Number 1, I'm a very fast learner. Number 2, I'm a team player who works well in a team environment and can build relationships easily. Thirdly, I have expert knowledge in medicines and am able to communicate this clearly and effectively. Boom. That's our mic drop. Now we can conclude being interviewed, and it's actually now our turn to interview the company and the hiring manager. It is crucial that you prepare a list of questions that you want to ask the hiring manager so you are sure you are moving into the right team with the right culture and the right company that's going to develop you. So if you're a wannabe MSL and can't get in and are trying to use the sales route as your stepping stone, this is the time to ask questions like, how do you further foster talent? Will I be able to interact with medical? If I want to get into an MSL role, what does that look like? Other questions to ask include, how would you describe the culture of the team? What do you see are key challenges for me in this role? Satisfied with the answers, never forget to ask, what are the next steps and when can I expect to hear from you? Write that down, and if you don't hear back from them within a few days of the nominated date, I would send a follow-up email or text. I hope these 6 questions, the insights and tips help you on your next interview, and if you come across any curly interview questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm learning with you, and I'd love to see what's changed since my time interviewing 8 years ago.